You know what's crazy? We live in a world where everything around us is mass-produced in factories. Your clothes, your blankets, your decorations, all made by machines in some warehouse thousands of miles away. And sure, they're cheap and they're fast, but there's something missing. Something that used to make the things in our homes actually mean something. That something is the human touch. And nowhere is that more obvious than in handmade crochet designs. I'm not talking about those basic dishcloths your aunt made 20 years ago. I'm talking about the kind of crochet work that makes people stop and stare. The kind that makes them ask, wait, you made that yourself? The designs that turn a simple hobby into actual art. See, here's what most people don't get about crochet. They think it's outdated. They think it's boring. They scroll past it on social media because they assume it's not relevant to their modern lives. But the reality is that handmade crochet designs are having a massive comeback, and there's a really good reason why. Think about the last time you bought something from a big store. Maybe it was a throw blanket or a sweater or some decorative piece for your living room. You brought it home, you used it for a while, and then what? It fell apart. The colors faded, the fabric got weird, and you threw it away and bought another one because that's just what we do now. But handmade crochet? That stuff lasts. I'm talking decades. I'm talking about pieces that get passed down through families because they're actually built to survive. Every single stitch is made by human hands with real attention and care, using techniques that have existed for hundreds of years. And the designs? Oh man, the designs. This is where it gets really interesting. When you look at mass-produced items, they all look the same. Walk into any home goods store and you'll see the same patterns, the same colors, the same everything. That's because machines can only do what they're programmed to do. They can't improvise, they can't add personality, they can't make something truly unique. But a person with a crochet hook, they can create literally anything their mind can imagine. You want a blanket with your favorite colors arranged in a pattern that doesn't exist anywhere else in the world? Done. You want a stuffed animal that looks like your actual pet? Possible. You want a sweater that fits your body perfectly because it was made specifically for your measurements? That's what handmade crochet does. The level of customization is insane. And I'm not just talking about picking between blue and red. I'm talking about every single element being adjustable. The thickness of the yarn, the tightness of the stitches, the texture, the drape, the weight, the pattern complexity, all of it can be controlled and modified to create exactly what you want. Let me give you a real example. There's this designer I follow who makes crochet clothing. Not the bulky, awkward stuff you might be picturing. I'm talking about delicate, wearable pieces that look like they came from an expensive boutique. She makes these tops with intricate lace patterns that take weeks to complete. Each one is slightly different because she adjusts the design as she works, responding to how the yarn behaves, how the colors interact, how the whole piece comes together. You can't get that from a factory. You just can't. And here's another thing that blows my mind about crochet designs: the sheer variety. Most people think crochet is all doilies and granny squares, but that's like saying all painting is just stick figures. The range of what you can create is absolutely massive. There are crochet designs that are geometric and modern with clean lines and bold color blocking that would fit perfectly in a minimalist apartment. There are designs that are soft and romantic with flowing curves and pastel gradients that look like something from a fairy tale. There are designs inspired by nature with leaf patterns and flower motifs and textures that mimic tree bark or ocean waves. Some people make wall hangings that are legitimate works of art. Like, you could hang them in a gallery and nobody would question it. Others make functional items like bags and baskets and rugs, but with such creative designs that they become statement pieces. The sculptural possibilities are wild, too. You can create three-dimensional shapes that are rigid or flexible, structured or flowing. People make everything from jewelry to furniture using crochet techniques. I've seen crochet chandeliers, crochet sculptures that are 6 feet tall, crochet installations that fill entire rooms. And the color work, oh man, the color work. This is where handmade crochet really shows off. With modern yarns, you have access to thousands of colors, not just basic primary colors, but subtle gradients, speckled effects, yarns that shift from one color to another as you work. You can create patterns with color that are so complex, they look like paintings. There's a technique called planned pooling, where you use variegated yarn in a specific way to make the colors line up and create patterns. It's like magic. The yarn has random-looking color changes, but when you crochet it with the right stitch count, suddenly you have argyle patterns, or plaid, or these beautiful geometric designs that emerge naturally. Or mosaic crochet, where you work with two colors at a time to create intricate patterns that look way more complicated than they actually are. From a distance, these pieces look like they took a million color changes, but the technique is designed to be relatively simple while producing stunning results. The texture possibilities are equally impressive. You can create raised designs that pop out from the surface, or you can make lacy, open patterns that are almost transparent. You can combine different stitches in the same piece to create contrast and visual interest. There's this whole category of crochet called amigurumi, which is basically the art of crocheting stuffed toys and figures. The designs range from simple little animals to incredibly detailed characters with faces, clothes, accessories, everything. People make amigurumi versions of movie characters, video game characters, their own original creatures. And each one has personality built into it. And because they're handmade, each one is slightly unique. Even if someone makes the same pattern twice, there will be little differences. Maybe the eyes are positioned slightly differently, or one arm is a tiny bit longer, or the stuffing creates a different shape. That's not a flaw, that's character. That's what makes it real. Now let's talk about why handmade crochet designs matter beyond just looking cool. In our current world, we're drowning in stuff. Cheap stuff that breaks, that we throw away, that ends up in landfills. The fashion industry alone is one of the biggest polluters on the planet. We buy things, wear them a few times, and toss them. It's a cycle that's destroying the environment, and it's not making us any happier. But handmade crochet is the opposite of that. When you make something by hand, or when you buy something someone else made by hand, you're investing in an item that's meant to last. You're not going to throw away a blanket that took someone 40 hours to create. You're not going to toss a sweater that was designed specifically for you. These items have value beyond their function. They have stories. They represent time and skill and human creativity. And because of that, we treat them differently. We take care of them. We repair them if they get damaged. We keep them for years, even decades. And there's something really powerful about owning something that only you have. In a world where everyone shops at the same stores and wears the same brands, having something truly unique is special. When you walk into someone's home and see a handmade crochet piece,